Welcome on in. This is a deck review for The Moon is a Mother Pregnancy Oracle deck by Amelia Ortiz, illustrated by Allie McKnight. Here's the side. Tarcher Perigi. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but that is the publisher. Whether you are new to Oracle cards or a long-time enthusiast, this radiant 42 card deck and companion booklet is for anyone who wants to empower themselves through the journey of pregnancy and childbirth and deepen their relationship with nature, with their spiritual practice, and with themselves. Learn specific spreads to help you uncover the energy of your day, guidance for the changes you are experiencing, assistance in connecting to your baby, and knowledge of what your future as a parent may hold, with gorgeously illustrated cards. Gain insight into what you and your partner are experiencing and lay the foundation for a beautiful relationship with your baby. As a birth worker, use this to help your clients feel supported energetically, become more understanding of what the parent to be in your life is needing support in. Wow. Now, I received this as a gift, and I did open it. Such beautiful artwork. The box. It's actually it doesn't need those thumb holes because it sits very nicely. I have flipped through the booklet. Beautiful booklet. It is colored. We did get spoiled. It's colored. Let's see here. This is actually from 2025. It says why this deck was crafted, and then it goes right into the card meanings. It has one big display picture, and then card meanings. They each have roughly a paragraph, 2 paragraphs, depending on which it is. And then it does have some spreads. There's a 1 card pull, 2 card spread, 3 card, and then a little bit about the authors, and then 6 card spreads. So very beautiful guidebook, not too chunky, just enough information. There we go. Now let's get into the cards. Oh my goodness, because they are very beautiful. I've been waiting a few months now to review this deck. Now let's open it. They're pretty large cards, oracle sized. I wonder. One moment, guys. There we go. The backings are really pretty. I was a little worried about this. They are very thin. Quite large cards. Very thin, though. I will have to be careful while I shuffle them. So we have the first card, Ancestors. How gorgeous. And I love it just because, to my knowledge, the egg I came from was in my grandmother. So just even thinking how these ancestors all connect. And I love the circle they are making around the pregnant woman. The moon, La Luna. I love that it's very grandmother moon, giving insight, and they're touching third eyes together. It's so warm. Mama Earth, giving me very Pachamama vibes. I love that her pregnant belly is our planet. That our planet, it really feels deep like that. Like our planet designed the being that is coming here. Oh my goodness. The sea. This also feels like a very body positive deck. And how the sea is just crashing on her. And even seeing where the sea is, it's below her. The sea is almost like grounding her. The river. I love that both of these are present because you can see how very different the sea and river are. The river feels very still, holding space, where the sea feels very movement. It feels very like it is moving. Very different concepts. Crown of Thorns. I'm curious what this one is about. Rose. Day and night. I love the masculine versus feminine. Chamomile. Cave. I love that the cave is a seashell. That is just giving me such happiness. Feeling the pressure, knowing that the seashell, and knowing that the contractions, just all of it is going to reveal a precious pearl. Elephant. I love that there are animal guides in this. Oh my gosh, this one may be my favorite card. Jaguar. Oh, that's my favorite card. Dolphin. I may be able to use this deck when I work with my Earthseed clients, because a lot of the love body and light bodies are animals in this deck. So that also just showed me how I can use this deck personally. Las Estrellas, the stars. Oh my gosh. I love how it feels like the stars are blessing her, crowning her, protecting her. Higuera. Look at all of us. This really feels like a union of our species. This feels like a collective ascension, a collective embrace. The bridge. I love the highlighting of stretch marks. It's very much a body positive deck. Medicine. The way she's honoring and holding that leaf and really recognizing the healing qualities it has. Cleanse. And it appears to be a smoke cleanse. Dark side of the moon. I'm going to read that as the new moon. So I feel as though I could use this deck even if I am not working with a client that is pregnant, but a client that is bringing something to fruition. Butterfly. I love that the butterflies are around her chest just because it's really showing what helps transform the baby into an adult. And it's very fascinating. It's beautiful. It's showing the importance of the mother and breastfeeding. Rose of Jericho. I used to have one a long time ago, and I love seeing it curl out and then curl back in. I also love that there is a rose and Rose of Jericho. I'm curious to see the different meanings for these plants, as we have aloe. We love aloe in this household. Sometimes a little too much. I love how I'm curious whose hands those are holding her, if those are Source's hands, or if it feels like aloe has its own hands that hold you during different times. Bendiciones. Blessings. I love this. And I love how the blessings are growing out from her hands. And it's really showing light of how you should also share your blessings with Source. Remedy. She's kind of reminding me of when we were younger and you were told to pat your head and rub your belly. So remedy, it feels very much like two things working at one time. Changes. Changes. I love that the heart is on the stomach, the solar plexus, so the identity changes that comes along with motherhood. Hummingbird. You guys know how much I love hummingbirds. I most certainly will use this deck for my Earthseed 4-week clients. Kalabasa. I love how it's covering what I like to call portal points in a woman's physical body. Queen Conch. Emotional intelligence, emotional healer. Dream Weaver. How gorgeous of a picture is that? Oh, elders. How the elders are guiding her as she calls upon them, and the smoke literally answering her request. Starfish. Estrella del Mar. I really love how the starfishes are lining her up for rejuvenation. One of my favorite tools is my fossilized starfish. Deer. Morning Glory. Roots. I love how the roots are around her. Oh, I love this. Milk and honey, and there's a bee on their shoulder. as they're breastfeeding. Oh, this is such a beautiful photo. Illustration. How important honey and milk carry very distinct molecular makeups for who is drinking or eating it. Bones. This is so gorgeous. I am in love with this deck. If I get a Bones card for someone's reading, I will definitely cast Bones. This will be a nice sign for me to add that. Birth. Machete. Yes. Guava. Now I want a guava. Papaya. I love papaya. I do not love the smell of papaya. Mountaintop. I love that she's just watching on the top of the mountain. Just so regal, and her hair's touching the clouds. And our last card, Don't Touch Me. No me tocas. This feels like a very good protection, like no making a boundary, time to make a boundary. Such a beautiful deck. Oh my goodness. All right, let's do a collective reading and see how they shuffle. They are pretty large. They actually didn't get as bent as I thought they were going to. Let's see, for the collective. Milk and honey. Hippa. Oop, it fell. 35. Let's see how easy it is to find this. There it is. It's actually a pretty short read. Milk and honey. Embrace the abundance of sweetness you are being given in this moment. Release any fear and anxiety that it isn't going to last or isn't real, if only for this moment. If you do not, you'll look back wishing you had enjoyed this time. So, enjoy this time and many bendiciones. Wow, this was such a gorgeous reading. I also drew Don't Touch Me, No me tocas. This card keeps kind of popping up since I opened it. Don't let others ruin your time either. If you find yourself not enjoying your time and abundance, notice who's around you or who may be touching you that you should not allow in your frequency. That is the Moon is a Mother deck. Thank you so much. Check out more tarot or oracle reviews on this channel, and we do have weekly card readings. Namaste, guys.